Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to see what are browsers. Okay, here we are having many browsers. We are having Google Chrome, Opera, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer. We are having plenty of browsers. So let's see what is this and which is the best browser to work on. We are going to see everything in this example, and also we will see why we have to use browsers, and also we are going to see what is the purpose of using browser and is it important to use browsers. Okay, so let's get started into the course. So before moving further, let's understand what are browsers. Browsers are nothing but it is a technique used to browse the web and look web pages. Okay, suppose if you want any information, you are just going to any browser and you will search for that information and that information will be displayed to you. Okay, or you can just tell it as it is a tool we use to access the internet. Okay, using internet only we are going to get whatever information we are searching. Without internet, the data will not be displayed. So it is just like a tool. Whatever data we want, whatever information we want, using this tool we are going to access internet, and using internet we will be getting the information. And also in this tutorial we are going to see from where we are getting the information, how the data will be processed, what are the procedures it will be followed. We are going to see everything here. Now the next question comes is which browser is best to select. Okay, in which browser we have to work on so that we will get better results. Here I am having Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. Okay, whatever information you want, you are just searching that one. And in the Chrome also you are doing the same thing. In Firefox also you will be doing the same thing. In Internet Explorer also you will be doing the same thing. Okay, everywhere you are searching for the information and the information will be displayed to you. And whatever information you are searching, that particular domain name, if it is present inside the servers, only then you will be getting the information. Okay, now if you just see, all the browsers are doing the same thing. Whenever you are requesting for some data, they are just giving you the result. So basically they are doing the same thing. Only the difference between them is they will be having different look and feel. They will be having different colors, different fonts, how the data will be processed. Okay, these things will be different, but whatever we want, we are going to get from all the browsers. The only different thing is they will be having different look and feel. So I really suggest you picking or selecting the right one will completely depend on your personal preference. You don't have to listen to anyone. Whichever suits you best, you go with that browser. Okay, you don't have to fix with this particular browser. I personally use Chrome browser or Internet Explorer. You can select any one of your browser based on your requirement, based on the projects, based on, okay, you can just explore that one. I'm not telling that you just have to select blindly whatever other people tell. You just have to explore, learn about them. What are the advantages of using this browser? What will be the disadvantage? How these are going to help you in searching the result? Everything you have to search by yourself, and based on your requirement and based on your interest, you have to select one particular browser to work in your projects. Without browsers, you will not be able to access information at all. We need one browser to get information whatever we require. And also if we want to display web pages or websites, then we need browsers. Only then we are going to display the web page or websites. Next, I'm just having this one, internet access. Here I'm having this internet and here I'm having this browser. Browsers are used to access internet. Okay, it's not like internet and browser are same. They are completely different thing. Okay, but they are related to each other. Without internet, we are not going to get any information inside the browser. But they are completely two different things. You don't have to get confused with internet and browsers. Browsers are going to access internet, and whatever information we want through internet, we will be getting the information. But these are completely two different things. Don't get confused with internet and browsers. Now the question is how we are going to get the information from the browsers. Now here, let me just come here. Okay, now this is my Chrome browser, and inside this, now this one is called as search bar, where you will be typing the URL. Now here if I just write here www. Okay, you can see it is suggesting me to write .youtube.com because I have already searched for this one. So it is suggesting me this one. Now if I just enter this one, you can see the YouTube will be opened. The entire content, okay, entire website of YouTube will be opened. Now how I am getting this information? Okay, now if I just write here, I'll just come back. Now if I just write here www.youtube.com, see I am having this. Unless and until I don't press enter button, I will not be having any data displayed. So once I click on enter button, only then this data will be displayed. So once I click on enter button, some process is going to happen in backend. We are not going to see that process, what it is happening, but I am getting the result in seconds. Okay, seconds or maybe in less than seconds, but I am getting this result. Now we are going to understand what this process happens when I click on enter, what process is going on in the server. Before that, let's understand about these browsers. Okay, this is called as search bar. Now here if you are just writing here, suppose I am just writing here instagram.com. Now if I just want to save this page, again I don't want to type this entire URL, I just want to save this one, so you can just bookmark this one. Okay, here you will be having one star. Now if I just click on enter, you can see here you will be having this star. Okay, you can just select this one and you can bookmark your page. Once you bookmark, okay, you can see here you will be having this add bookmark, and after bookmarking you will be getting the list of bookmark pages. Okay, here like this you will be getting. Whenever you want, you can just click on this and the data will be open to you. Okay, like this, here I am having, here I am having, here I am having all these things I have bookmarked here because I will be using this one continuously. I will be using this one, so I have bookmarked them. Next time when I want this one, I don't have to type entire URL. I'll just come here and I'll just select that one and it will be opened for me. If you are having many bookmarks, okay, if you are having many things to be bookmarked, then here you are having this. Okay, you can see this one. Once you click on this, all the pages whatever you have bookmarked, that will be displayed. Okay, if it is not displayed, then just go to this three dots, and here if you see we are having this bookmark. Okay, you just click on that and all the pages whichever you have bookmarked, that will be displayed to you. If you have not bookmarked anything, then also you can find whatever you have searched before. You can just go to this one and inside this history you can search for that. Okay, inside this history all the data will be displayed. Okay, you can just go to the history and you can just search whatever you selected previously, and after finding that one you can bookmark and you can use based on your requirement. Okay, we are having many things here. Now here, and this is called as extension. Now here whenever I click on this, I can search for many extensions here. Now let me just remove this one and I'll just show you. Now here I am having this. I have already installed this React developer tool. Just go to this manage extension. Okay, if you want to install any extension, you have to come here. Just click on these three lines and here you will be having this open Chrome web browser. Just click on this. You should understand how different browsers work, but most of the time whatever result you want, all the browsers will be giving you the same result, but they will be having, okay, this kind of maybe this syntax or this whatever it will be having, that will be different in other browsers. It will not be same. Now here I just want to write here web paint. Okay, let me just search for that one. I'll just write here web paint or anything. Okay, whatever extension you want, I'm just searching for that one. Okay, now it is processing. It will search for me. Okay, you can see here I am having this one. Now suppose I just select this one. Okay, let me just select this one. Let me just select this. Now here here you can see add to Chrome. Once you click on this Chrome, it is going to check. You just have to click on this add extension. Once you add extension, whatever service this is going to provide, you can use this service. Okay, here you can see I'm having this one on my, using this extension I can write on my Chrome browser. Now I'll just come back. I'll just open new tab. Okay, this is how you are going to open new tab. Now once you click on this, you can see here I am having this paint tool for web. Before I was having only this React developer tool. Now here I am having this paint tool for web. Now if I just click on this, you can see here I am having this one paint tool for web. Yes, okay, this page is not giving permission to write anything. So let me just search for something here. Let me just write here Apple. I'll just click on OK, and here let me just write Apple. Now once I get this result, now if I just open this one and if I want to write here, you can see it is going to provide me this one. Okay, this entire layout, and I can write here. Okay, now from here I can write anything, I can draw anything. Okay, let me just change the color. Okay, you can change any color. Now you can see here I can draw, here I can write. Okay, for explanation you can use this one to explain somebody without using paint tool. You can directly install these extensions and you can use this inside your browsers. Okay, now if you just want to pin this one, here you will be having this pin option. Just pin on this and it will be here. Okay, you can see here I am getting this extension. If you want to remove this, just remove unpin or remove from Chrome. As of now I am just going to remove from Chrome. I don't need this one, so I have just removed. I have just come to new tab and I have just closed that one. Okay, this is how extensions are useful. Whatever extension you want, you can just go, you can just add to your Chrome, and this is about bookmarks, and this is the search bar. Okay, and everything we have seen, and this three dots. Okay, you can just explore this one. You will be having many things to explore inside this browsers. Now suppose if I just write here orange, I'll just click on enter. Now you can see all the information related to orange will be displayed to me. Okay, now we are going to see how we are getting this particular information and from where we are getting this information only related to orange. You can see it's not like that website which is having information about oranges, only that it is going to display. It's not like that. It is also going to search for this keywords. Okay, wherever I am having this orange word, that will be displayed to me because it is also going to search using keywords, and this is the orange keyword. So all the content related to orange will be displayed for me. Now here you can see orange, I have just talked about fruit, but here I am having Orange Business Services. Here I'll be having many things like Orange LinkedIn, many things I'll be having which will not be related to fruit. Now this time I am just talking about color, orange color, but here I'll be getting this information about orange because this browser doesn't know which orange I am talking about, whether it is color or fruit. It is just going to match for this keyword and the data will be displayed to me. Okay, this is how we are going to get information. Now let's understand this one, how we are getting and how we are sending the request and how we are getting the information. Now if you see here, now based on this I'm having this images are being displayed, content is being displayed, map is being displayed, many things is being displayed. Like if I just come here, okay, now if I just come to, okay, now you can see all the images will be displayed. If you just click on more, and here inside this we are having this videos will be displayed, and also here you can see we are having this, okay, to draw, okay, many things it is going to suggest by itself. You can just select any one of this and you can search for whichever video you want. Now drawing, you can see it is being displayed. Only using this particular orange keyword, this entire data will be displayed. Now we are going to see how we are getting this particular information using the keyword or using whatever information we are having inside the service, how we are getting this information. Okay, now let's understand that one. Now as I told you, as soon as I hit on enter, only then these actions are going to be performed. If I just write here pineapple, okay, I will not be getting any information unless and until I click on enter. Once I click on enter, only then you can see that data related to pineapple will be displayed to me. So once I click on enter, some process is going to happen. Now we will see what that process is happening behind. Now here I have just opened this paint tool. Okay, suppose this is my browser. Okay, this is my Chrome browser. Here I am just searching for, suppose let me just write here one thing. Let me just write here, let me just write apple.com. It's like I'm just searching for www.apple.com. Okay, some website I'm just writing here, random website. Now this is called as domain name. Okay, whatever I'm having here, this will be the domain name. This Apple, once I use this domain name, this will be unique. Apple is only for me. I have just registered this one, so this belongs to me. Okay, this domain name belongs to me. Now nobody can use this one. Inside this Chrome browser, I have just typed www.apple.com. Now what I am doing is, I am just going to send this response to the worldwide database, that is nothing but DNS server. Okay, this is my DNS server. Let me just write this one here. This is nothing but, this is our DNS server. DNS server we have already seen in our previous tutorial, and it is nothing but, it is a phone book of internet. All the domain names will be stored inside this. If you have already searched for this apple.com before moving into DNS, okay, our browser will be having one cache. Here I am just going to write this one. Let me just write here, browser will be having one cache. Now cache is nothing but, it is a collection of items of the same type stored in hidden format. Okay, this data will be hidden. Before going into DNS server, if you have already searched for this particular website, this will be stored inside cache or inside, okay, it will be stored somewhere. Before going here, it is just going to search from cache and that data will be displayed to you, so that the loading time of the website will be reduced and you will be getting the result in much faster way. Okay, so you just have to understand. I'm just typing here www.apple.com. I'm just searching inside this worldwide database domain name server, and once I'm having this IP address, okay, once this domain name matches, I'll be getting the IP address of this particular domain name. Okay, I'll just come here, I'll be getting this IP address, and here let me just write that one also so that you will understand in better way. Here I'm going to get this IP address. Okay, before searching in DNS, first it will be checking in cache. If I am already having this website, then that website will be displayed to me without even searching inside the DNS server, because I have already processed, I have already searched for that domain name inside the DNS server. I already got the result, and that result will be stored inside cache, and next time whenever I want, I can just get it from the cache without going inside the DNS server. Now if I just, now what happens, now once I call, okay, now this is my system, okay, this is client. Now this client wants this request, okay, I have searched, I have got the IP address. If it is present, I am just getting displayed from the cache. Now suppose, imagine now here I am not having this cache, okay, this entire thing I don't have. First time I am searching for youtube.com, so it will not be stored inside cache. So once I get the IP address, now what I am going to do is, I will be sending the request now. Now I will be sending the request to the server now. I'll just come here. Now I'll be sending the request inside the server. Okay, now let me just write that one here. Now this is client, okay, client or browser, you can call anything, client, and this is our server. Now this is our server where all the data will be stored. Now this is our server. I am just sending the request to that one. Let me just write here. I'm just sending request to the server. I'm asking if I am able to connect this one, or if the server is free. Okay, if the server is free and if it is available, then it is going to send the acknowledgement to this okay, to the client. It will be sending acknowledgement and the client will be receiving the acknowledged whatever received by the server. Once we get the acknowledgement of connecting to the server, then connection will be established between the client and the server. Whatever data it is stored inside the servers, like we are having HTML files, CSS files, JavaScript files, many things will be stored inside the servers. Once the connection is established, the client can send the request, whatever data or whatever web pages the client wants. The client can send the request using HTTP or HTTPS, and the data will be displayed here. Okay, inside our browser, the data will be displayed. It will be in the form of HTML, JavaScript and CSS. Sometimes it is not going to be in the form of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It will be in the form of, like, we are having XML. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language, or JSON format. Okay, JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Either it can be in the form of HTML, CSS or JavaScript, or it can be in the form of XML or JSON. Okay, every time it's not necessary that we are going to get in the form of HTML. We will be getting in JSON also. I'm just searching information inside the web server. Okay, now we are having email server also. Okay, we are having email server, we are having file server where all the images and videos, everything will be stored. Okay, we are having plenty of servers as well. It's not like we are having only one server. Now here I am just talking about only one server. If you are having very small business, or if you just want to make projects for yourself, then if you want to host your website, then you can buy only one server and you can upload all the files inside the server, and you can just, you know, for friends, if you want to send, or if you just want to give the link inside your resume, then you can do that one. But if you are having big company and you are working on bigger projects, then definitely one server will not be enough. We need plenty of servers. Okay, now that plenty of servers will be stored inside the data centers. Let me just take an example of YouTube only. Now YouTube, all the servers will be stored inside data centers. Now data centers are nothing but it's like a warehouse, okay, where all the servers will be stored. Now inside this data center, all the servers will be stored. Okay, plenty and plenty of servers will be stored. Okay, now these servers will be running 24/7. This should not get failed. If it gets failed because of traffic or because of something, they should be having some backup, because everybody is accessing YouTube at any time, wherever. Okay, it doesn't matter from where we are, everybody is using YouTube all the time. So we need servers. They should be running 24/7, so that whenever whatever information we want, we can just access that one. Okay, now this is the data center, and inside this we are having this plenty of servers. Okay, many servers, and if you just upload one video inside the YouTube, that video will be stored inside this servers. Whenever you want some video, now servers is going to do some analysis. It is going to match for the domain, IP address and everything, and then it is going to display you the result. Okay, display you that particular video. Now this is all about data centers and servers. Let me just open new paint. Now here let me just take this Chrome browser. Okay, I'm just telling this one. Now this is the Chrome browser. Now this Chrome browser has requested for one website inside the server. Okay, now here I'm just going to write. Now inside the server, some process is going to happen. Okay, now some process is going to happen, and we don't know what process is going to happen. And this process, whatever it is going to happen, once I get the IP address, once connection is established, now this browser is sending the request to the server, and server will do some analysis. Okay, now after doing the analysis, this is going to fetch the information from the database. Let me just write that one. Let me just write a database. Now from the database, if the files are present or if the videos are present, everything, if it is stored, okay, either from the database or the storage devices, servers is going to analyze that one, and it is going to access the information from the database or storage devices. Whatever data we want, it is going to access that particular information, and it is going to build, and then this server will be sending the response to the browser in the form of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, sometimes as I already told you, those responses will not be in the form of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. They can either be JSON or XML format as well. Okay, now this analysis is going to happen in the backend. This entire process, whatever it is happening in the backend, the user, the client will not be able to see. The client can see only this front part. Okay, whatever is being displayed inside this one browser in the form of web page, only that clients can see. Whatever process is going on behind that, clients, okay, that nobody can see. The clients cannot see that one, and that languages and that process we can write using, like we are having Python, okay, backend programming language. We are having JavaScript, we are having Java, Ruby. Okay, you can select any one of your programming language. See, as I already told you, if you can select your favorite browser, then you can select your favorite programming language as well, because each one we are going to write to do some analysis inside the server, to get the information, to analyze the data, to display the data. So using Python also you are going to do the same thing. Using JavaScript also you will do the same thing. Using Java, using Ruby, using C, all the languages you are going to use, and you are going to display the same result. The main motive of yours is to analyze the data and display the data whatever the client needs, whatever the client requires the data, you have to display that one. So basically all the languages are doing the same thing, but as I told you, each one is having its own advantages and disadvantages. You have to select your own programming language, whichever suits you, whichever suits for your projects, whichever field you want to go. You have to select that particular language. You have to think twice and you have to select one particular language. You don't have to learn all the backend programming language. You just have to master one, and that is going to earn you a lot of money. If you want to learn entire thing, then also you can learn. I will suggest just to master at least one thing. Okay, one programming language you have to master, to play with the servers, to play with the backend programming language, to understand how the process is going behind. You should understand this one if you want to become a web developer. Okay, now this analysis, now whatever analysis it is going to happen, okay, whatever analysis is done here, maybe sometimes it is going to take a lot of time, because images will be there, videos will be there, so it will take some time. But usually if you are having proper internet connection, if your internet is very fast, then you will be getting the result within seconds or maybe less than seconds. Okay, we cannot tell that one. It completely depends on your internet speed. How, if your internet is good, then you will be getting the result more faster. Now here let us talk about this one. Now once this server is analyzed the data, it is going to access all the information from the database. Once it has accessed the information, this server is going to build one page. Okay, now after that one, now it is going to send the response to our browser. Now once the browser receives the response, now it will take time for our system to download all the HTML files, JavaScript files, CSS files. If we are having images, then it will take time, but definitely it is going to display the data. If you have already visited that website and directly if you are getting from the cache, then that data will be displayed very soon. But if you are visiting for the very first time and if you are having very slow network, then it will take some time to download all the files inside your system. Now once all the files has been downloaded, okay, now let me just write, okay, this is HTML file, this is CSS file, and let me just take, this is JavaScript file, and there are some images and files inside this, whatever you have searched. Okay, we are having all these contents, and once this page is created, this is going to send the response, and that data will be downloaded, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and this one, okay, files and images. Now once you look this inside your web browser, okay, once you look this entire thing, then this is going to display like that. Okay, let me just come here. Now here I'll be searching for youtube.com. As soon as I search for youtube.com, you can see now entire YouTube will be opened for me. Now this entire thing, okay, you can see this designs, okay, this layout, you can see this will display me in this kind of fashion. Okay, entire front end will be displayed to me. You can see this JavaScript is working here, it's completely working fine. YouTube is made using React, so it is completely single page application. It will not take time to load. It is just going to display the data here. Okay, whatever I want, only that particular content will be updated, and here I will be getting the data. Okay, this is how we are going to get the data. Whenever I get the response in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, entire thing will be loaded, and visually it will be represented to me like this. Okay, this entire thing will be represented to me inside browser. Inside browser, visually it is going to represent. From server we are getting response, we are getting this files, we are not getting this complete visual representation, we are just getting the files. Okay, if server starts sending this kind of visual representations, then it will be very difficult to process information, and it will take lots and lots of time, and we cannot imagine that one. So let's just ignore that one. Server will send only the files, only whatever it is having, only that particular information, whatever we want, only that information will be sent in the form of files, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and that will be displayed visually inside the browser. Now what happens, let me just take the new one. Well, suppose this is my okay, this is my browser, and inside this first it starts using with HTML. Okay, here I am having heading, here I am having paragraph, here I am having some images. Okay, this is going to start like this, and first HTML, okay, all the HTML content, then finally CSS, all the colors will be applied. Okay, all the colors like this. Okay, whatever color I want, whatever font size I want, everything will be displayed here. Okay, whatever I need based on CSS, and interactivity it is going to add. Whenever I click on the button, how entire form should be opened, entire thing that will be displayed to me. Okay, entire thing will be displayed to me inside browser. Okay, now we already know how now browsers have become very fast. Now whatever we want, whatever information we want, we just get at the click of the button. As soon as I enter, I'll be getting the entire information. So browsers have become very fast. Now this apple will already be stored inside my cache, and from cache I'll be getting this information. Again, it is not going to search for this particular word or particular domain. Whatever I am having, that will be displayed to me. If you just right click anywhere, and here you will be having this inspect. Now once you come to this inspect page, you will be having this developer tool. I really suggest you to explore this one. Here we are having this console we are going to use when we come to JavaScript. Okay, here you are having sources, here you will be having network. Okay, you will be having many tabs here. Just explore this one, and also I'll be uploading video on this very soon, but I really suggest you to explore this one. Okay, each browser will be having different look and feel of this web developer tool, but I really suggest you to explore this one, learn about this one, how it is going to work, and this is very useful in this entire series. We are going to see this entire thing. We are having the settings. Okay, here you can see. Now if I just want to bring this down, I can just click on this, I can just bring this down. If I just want to separate this one, okay, you can see I can just separate this one. Now this will be separate tab, and this website will be separate tab. I can work simultaneously. Okay, here I'll be having this one, and here I am having this one. And if I just want to bring on left side or right side, I can do that one. Okay, I can do many things. Just explore this one. It will be fun to learn new things. That's all from my end. If you are having any issues, you can DM me in Instagram, and I will definitely try to answer all your queries, and I will be providing the link in the description of this entire web series. If you want, you can just refer that one for your better understanding. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.